Hey VC, this is Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector, and today's video is going to be on one record only. I usually don't buy new records, but this time I made it an exception. A little background. A couple of weeks ago on PBS, which is public broadcasting here in the United States, there was a series on American Epic about the early days of recording. They had finally made a recording device that recorded direct to disc and was fairly portable. So they put it in a truck, they took it down to Memphis, to Nashville, and around the country and recorded music. They put ads in newspapers that said, do you know old-timey songs and do you play old-timey music? Come on into the recording studio, we'll pay you to record your songs. So it was the middle of the Depression, people without money were clamoring to show up and get paid to play music. It was the first time that we encountered Jimmie Rodgers, the Singing Brakeman, Mother Maybelle and the Carter Family, Mississippi John Hurt, etc. Great series, 3 shows, all about the early days of recording. The last episode was about how they found a machine that was one of the original machines in 1929. They refurbished it, fixed it up, and invited various musicians into the studio to record on the old machine. And this is the record from that recording. It was just released, called American Epic. It's a 3-record set. Jack White and T-Bone Burnett were the producers of the show. And just to give you a quick thing, I'll read what it says here. It says, in the American Epic sessions, we have reassembled the very first electrical sound recording system from the 1920s that shaped the way the world communicates, and we have invited Jack White and T-Bone Burnett to produce an album of recordings by 20 of today's greatest artists. We'll see. In this beautifully filmed musical feature, these artists are given the chance to pass through the portals that brought the world into the modern era. At the height of the Roaring '20s, music scouts armed with this cutting-edge recording technology set out across America to capture the unheard voices of its people. This was the big bang of modern popular music, the first time America heard itself. Our engineer, Nicholas Berg, has reassembled this recording system from original parts and is now the only one left in the world. A single microphone, a towering 6-foot amplifier rack, a live recording cutting lathe powered by weight-driven pulley system of clockwork gears. The musicians have roughly 3 minutes to record their songs direct to disc before the weight hits the floor. All of the musical performances in this film are live. The audio you hear is taken directly from the discs that were recorded to, with no edits or enhancements. In the 1920s, they called it catching lightning in a bottle. This is a picture of the machine, actually, and over here, if you can see, is the weight. So what they did is they cranked the 100-pound weight up to the top, and as they let it go, it slowly worked its way down to the floor, and by the time it got to the floor, the recording stopped, and it was about 3 minutes. The people they have on the record is a who's who of today's musicians. I just finished listening to all 3 discs, and it's fantastic. Just great. I should have given it a deep cleaning before. I always assume it's a new record, it's going to sound perfect. It could have used a good cleaning before I got into it, but next time. Most of the songs are old songs that they're redoing today. So on the inside, they also have all the musicians, nice triple gatefold. So first off, the first song is Alabama Shakes doing Killer Diller Blues, which was a Memphis Mini song. Nas, who I don't know who Nas is, did On the Road Again, which was great. Jerome Blind Boy Paxton, also didn't know him. Great version of Candyman. Elton John and Jack White do a duet of a new song that Bernie Taupin wrote the lyrics for, called 2 Fingers of Whiskey. Steve Martin and Edie Brickell do The Cuckoo Bird, which is a traditional song. They also have Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard, before he passed away, do 2 songs, The Only Man Wilder Than Me. Jack White does a solo of Matrimonial Intentions, which is just great. Renana Giddens from Carolina Chocolate Drops does 2 songs, 1 Hour Woman, which is super. Los Lobos is on here. Betty LaVette. Pokey Lafarge does 2 songs. Taj Mahal's on here. It's just a fantastic album. It's just, Frank Fairfield, who I never heard of before, does If the River Was Whiskey, which is a version of Hesitation Blues. Raphael Sadiq does Stealin'. It's just great. I mean, it's the Hawaiians do a Hawaiian song. Obviously, Stephen Stills is on here. He's not in the movie or not in the documentary, so I was surprised to see him on here. And it ends up with Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard doing Old Fashioned Love. This is a great triple record set. Again, I bought this on Amazon. I pre-ordered it. It was released last week, and I got it right away. 3 record set cost me like $37, which is not too bad for 3 records. Direct to disc, so it sounds really great. My only complaint is I should have given it a deep cleaning before I dug into it. But there are a couple of clunkers, but 98% of the songs here are just great. If you like that old-timey music and you like music history, make sure you check out the series on PBS American Epic, and definitely pick up the 3 record set. Hope you enjoyed it. I noticed that I'm up to over 80 subscribers, so I really appreciate that. If you're a first-time listener, please subscribe down below. If you have any comments, let me know. And until next time, peace.